Alright boys, welcome back to BBR, this time week 6 against Tiro, who you can check out in the top right hand corner. And if you missed the team builder, go ahead and check that out in the top right hand corner, as well as we're going to go ahead and get connected here. I think we have a pretty good matchup, first time for everything, right? He brings, like I said, I didn't really know what to expect, but he actually does not bring Sylveon, which does make it a lot easier to lead Lottie, or bring Lottie in general, and click Draco. So he pretty much brings the top 6 Pokemon. He brings Nomi and Shao, which is awesome because we did not have Annihilate. As far as a lead, I really do like leading Lottie. I think Lottie is just so free into no Sylveon. The only downside is going to be Bronzong, in which we can flip turn into Big Man. So I really like that as a lead. He is going to go ahead and have his stuff ready. So we're going to go ahead and hop in here, have fun to Tiro. We're going to see Torn as the lead. That's fine. I can go hard Andy Shocks, get into Weavile, get in a pretty good position here early. As that's exactly what we're going to do. I assume he could only like knock off here. There's not really anything that he could really do to scare me too much. Tornadus Therian. Like, would it be worth staying in, getting knocked off, and getting a Draco off? It would not. It would not. So we're just going to go ahead and go right into Andy Shocks. This is our guaranteed switch into this Pokemon, whether he wants to U-turn, whether he wants to knock off. We get our eject button. He's actually going to hard switch out. Interesting. Could be scouting for a Scarf Lottie for sure. Hard switched. Maybe no knock. He's going to go into Bronzong, which is a little annoying. We could have just flip turned into Big Man and we would have been in a much better spot. But we're going to get into our Andy Shocks here. I think we're going to go ahead and trade rocks. I think that's what we're going to do. So I don't think you attack me here. I don't really see a reason for you to. So do I value these rocks? I think I do. I think I am going to get these rocks up. I also just force rocks anytime the Torn comes in, so I might just be worth going Big Man. I think I'm going to get rocks up and go into Big Man. I don't know if this sequencing really matters. He's actually going to switch out here, so we actually get to learn that he does not want to stay in on Andy Shocks, which is great. We're going to go ahead and get rocks up here, as we are going to go ahead and go hard into our Skarmory. We find out, you know, he's probably going to spin here. We get some Rocky Helmet chip. We get a little bit of a trade there. No big deal. Obviously, Skarmory is going to be our switch in here, and we got to be a little lenient with how much we use this Skarmory, because it is also our URSALUNA check. We're going to go Skarmory here. I assume we're going to see it. Oh, we're actually going to see rocks of his own. Okay. That is fine by me. So I think what I want to do here is I want to body press to break a potential sturdy. You don't have a great pivot into me. And the worst that you could do is what? The worst that you could do is go for a knockoff, maybe? Go for a rapid spin? I think I like the body press play. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to assume as well, because he got rocks up and didn't spin, he might not have spin. What would it be? Knock, Earthquake, rocks? Last move. I don't know what last move would be. Fire Fang? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. We're going to actually just get this body press off. I assume you're going to be Rocky here. No, he was Air Balloon. I didn't even see that. Okay. And he is going to be Rapid Spin. Okay. So now we're faster than him. I'm not really worried about you. You take Rocky as well. That's a lot of information that we just got there. So Air Balloon Pop. I mean, I'm just going to get a Spike up here. I'm not too pressed about this. I don't think you stay in here, but we know we're faster than you. Yeah. We're going to get a Spike up here. We're going to punish you in some manner. I think you go Slowking here, I would assume. I don't know what plus is. You do go Slowking. We're going to get a Spike up. We're going to be able to pressure that Donphan a little bit more. You're no item now. And we're obviously going to go hard into our Big Man here. We're going to go hard into our Big Man. We get our Big Man in. One Spike up. There's rocks on home. I assume you Chili, maybe. Chili makes a lot of sense here. He's going to go for Trick Room. See, I don't understand the Trick Room into... I don't really understand the Trick Room into Skarmory. I feel like we're fine. The worst situation right now is letting URSALUNA in for free. I mean, do I just Barbarage? I think maybe Barbarage is my best play. I get a potential poison instead of a burn on little guy over there, URSALUNA. Yeah, I'm going to go for Barbarage. He's going to switch out here. So Chili Trick Room, I'm very shocked to see that. We're going for Barbarage. We're trying to get a poison. He takes 12, so he's down to 88. And he's just going to take a ton of chip here. We're going to Barbarage and hopefully get the poison. Please, please, please. Crit! No poison. No Flame Orb. I don't know what you want to do then. I'm going to go Skarmory. I guess the only downside here is if you are Swords Dance. Swords Dance could be a problem, but then we outspeed and KO you with Weavile after Trick Room ends. I don't think you had enough turns for this. So Big Man's going to come back. We got Big Man and Big Bear. Big showdown. Go Skarmory because you're not Flame Orb or like Max Fizz Def. You shouldn't ever do a Chaos. You could Swords Dance and that could be a problem. Bulk Up could also be a problem actually. But Lottie can always revenge this, so I'm not too worried about this. Yeah, I just Roost. I get back to my Sturdy. No problem. Goes for Fire Punch here. Doesn't quite do enough to really scare me. Takes the Rocky. We Roost. I think we actually gain HP there. We're pretty damn close to it. 248. Yeah, and I think our play here is just Roost no matter what again. As he's going to be at like 53, 52. Right? Or is that 55? I cannot tell. He's going to bulk up again. That's fine. I mean, body press. He might be weakness policy maybe. I mean, that's fine. I Roost. I get back to full. Trick Room ends. Yeah, I'm not really worried. Body press into Rocky Helmet into another body press should always KO this. He could be Chopple, we could pop Chopple, but like if Skarmory goes down, it's not the biggest deal in the world because it is here for this. Like this is why it is here. The only downside is Donphan becomes a little bit of an issue, but offensively we can check it pretty well. And we know he's got Stealth Rock Rapid Spin, so he has to be like last move. We assume Earthquake, we assume last move like Knockoff maybe. That allows him to hit, what is it? Lottie for pretty good damage. We body press, not Chopple, probably weakness policy. No. Fire punches again. Gonna take a ton of Rocky there. No more Snow. I mean, we can just body press. I think Roost is our best play. I don't need this Pokemon healthy necessarily, by any means. We would live another one, but I think it's probably just easier to go for the body. I think we go Roost because I think he switches out. I don't think you sack this off. Maybe you do. We just Roost again. Okay. If you do sack this off, fantastic, I guess. His best play here is the Headlong Rush. Yeah, maybe I threw. Maybe I threw by Roosting, for sure. Yeah, I should have just attacked. I don't know why I did that. Does it die to Rocky? No. How do I want to do this? I go Weavile, not take any boots damage. I think Weavile is my best play, for sure. I'm going to go Weavile. It's the only way that I don't take any boots damage, so I'm okay with this. And I get to see what his immediate response to this Pokemon is. So, we're just going to go for the knockoff here. We'll actually go for the Shard, just in case it gets something funky like Vacuum Wave that I'm unsure of. And we'll try to KO this URSALUNA here, because I don't see a reason why you should save it realistically. I don't think you get any priority move. Yeah, I should have just knocked. See what your initial pivot into this Pokemon is. Ice Shard, down goes URSALUNA. Okay. Down goes URSALUNA, Big Bear. And we've got all of our mons intact except Skarmory, and Skarmory was here for that URSALUNA, so I'm not too upset. I feel pretty alright, actually. We gotta position Lottie. No, Lottie's so free. We just go with Lottie, we Shadow Ball. Very, very free. Bowie is what? Cure him? Okay, we go Scizor. He's not Boots. Or he's not. Yeah, he's not Boots. He's not Boots. Great to know. We go Scizor very easily. Click something real fast. He clicked something very, very quickly. Could you be Scale Shot, maybe? Scale Shot's a pretty free click there. We go Crab Legs. Flash Cannon. Okay. 297 to 253. So would my best play here be to knock off? What's your immediate switch into this Pokemon? Maybe it is just a knockoff. I think it is just a knockoff. We're going to knock off here. We're going to see what his immediate pivot into this Pokemon is. We should live pretty much anything from this that this Pokemon could possibly want to go for. The only bad situation I could see is like Bullet Punch into weakness policy. Giving us Donphan would also be awesome. It's going to be Torn. So we're actually going to knock off Torn's potential Boots. No more Boots. Goodbye. Ooh, that did some good damage. No more Scarf. Okay. Why did he switch out turn 1 then? Interesting. Instead of U-turning, potentially. Didn't want to show me that he was Scarf. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we did like 36% there with knockoff from Scizor, which looks about right. Looks like no... Ah, looks like max HP, actually. I mean, we go Andy Shocks here. Him not being Scarf is awesome for our Weavile, now that we know that. We go Andy Shocks for eject button. He doesn't know that. We have to take rocks, unfortunately, but that is okay. We take whatever he wants to go for. He is going to U-turn. I'm a little shocked that he wasn't U-turn prior. And we're going to show our eject button here. We're going to switch out. And we are going to go directly into our Weavile. Yippee! And we're going to go ahead and knock off. There's no reason why you should ever stay in here. And we knock off whatever item on whatever you want to go into, whether that be the Kyurem or not. We knock off whatever you want to do. You should not stay in. This Pokemon's way too valuable. There we go. Should be still at about 97%. We see the plus, which is going to be the Slowking. We knock off its potential Colbert Berry, or we see... Let's see, he's at 88. He is Colbert. Awesome. So, 55. We did 33% there with knockoff, which looks right. He looks like he's max fizzed up. It looks like another knockoff would not kill him. I think my best play would just be the Sword Stance, right? I don't think that... I could just go Big Man, though. Big Man's so free. I can see what you want to do. Do I Sword Stance? Do I Sword Stance? I'm going to Sword Stance. We're going to Sword Stance in his face. I don't think... Unless you're Thunder Wave, I don't think there's a whole lot you can do to me. You might Chili here. He's going to Trick Room. Okay. I mean, surely you're a way to hit me if you're Colbert. Now I'm a little bit worried that you're Focus Blast, maybe. I'm a little bit worried that you're Focus Blast and this Pokemon's way too valuable to risk that. I think my best play is to go Lottie to scout that. Yeah, I think my best play is to go Lottie. Lottie might just wall this completely as well. Big Man's not very useful, though, outside of this Pokemon. I mean, I guess it is now that we know that Kyurem's special, not specs. I think we go Lottie here. And we see what he wants to do. You have to have a way to hit Weavile if you're going to be Colbert. Surely. This was a business decision type switch. Surely you don't tell a bad joke. He Fire Blast. Okay. Alright. So you have Fire Blast, Chili Reception, Trick Room, and I'm going to assume a Stab. Even if you do not have a Stab, let's see what happened there. We took Rocks, so 303. So he did 37 damage with Fire Blast to my Latios. I think our play here is Shadow Ball. Yeah, you're looking like no special attack. Like, we thought you were Fizz Def, and that's probably going to stand true here. We're going to Shadow Ball here. We're going to get some big damage off on what I can only assume to be the Bronzong. So he's going to regen that back. He's going to be at about 88. He could be Weakness Policy on Bronzong. That's possible. Interesting if so. We Shadow Ball. This could be Weakness Policy. If so, we just have to pivot around a little bit. Yeah, that does 50. Damn. He is Weakness Policy. Okay. No, Leftovers. Wow, that did so much damage. Why did that do so much? I don't think I risk Lottie here. I don't think there's any reason to. I don't know what you could do to me. Like, you could Gyro, and I feel like that's unnecessary chip on Lottie. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. I feel like Big Man is free. I feel like I have no reason to not go Big Man here. I'm trying to pivot to where Lottie is still as healthy as possible. And I think I'm doing a good job at that. I just don't know what this Bronzong could potentially want to do to us. And getting this Intimidate off on him makes me feel a lot better. Because we know nothing about this guy's set except he's a Leftovers. And he's going to Gyro. So we take that very, very well. 235 to 172. So, I mean, he could Earthquake here. Earthquake at -1 doesn't do any damage, though. I mean, do I just Crunch? He doesn't have a Crunch resist, so I think I just Crunch. I just throw off a Crunch here. He's going to switch out here. Probably goes into Kyurem. Yeah, goes into Kyurem. Damage is damage on this Pokemon. Takes another 12. This is going to be a 76. Crunch in the snow. Oh, that did pitiful damage. And now Twisted Dimensions return back to normal. So he's just above 50. He's at like 53 or something like that, which is fine. We obviously go Hard Scissor here. Everything's getting chipped little at a time. He could be a Scarf on this as well, based on how he's playing it. He's going to Earth Power here. 211. That doesn't even 2 KO us. No Spit F Shot, please. Thank you. Scizor. Earth Power. Let me see. Not specs. He did like 110 there. This should never KO us, even if he is modest. This should never KO us. We're going to get a big rest off here as he goes into... Nope. He's going to actually stay in here. That's fine by me. We're going to get a massive rest off here. As we're going to get back up to full. And we're going to U-turn this turn because I do not think you stay in. Yeah, we're going to U-turn because I do not think you stay in ever. He withdraws. He goes Tornadus. We go Andy Shocks. We get Rocks up. Is what I'm thinking right now. But we could also just go Weavile. Yeah, we're just going to go Weavile. Weavile, you can't deny Weavile KO with Triple Axle now. We just go Weavile. I don't know what I was thinking going Andy Shocks. We just Triple Axle here. You might sack this Pokemon because you don't want to... Yeah. Because it's not worth staying in case I Sword Stance, because then you would lose the game. So down goes the Tornadus. I mean, Tornadus kind of more fodder than anything for me, so... But now he doesn't have a good switch into Scizor at all. So, that's great. He doesn't really have a good switch here at all. He might just lose to Weavile outright. Plus, this is Slowking. Which does not kill me with a Fire Blast, by the way, I don't think. No. Does not kill me with a Fire Blast. I'm going to Swords Dance here. At +2, does Weavile kill with a knockoff, though? Yes. I'm going to Swords Dance here. He can go for the Trick Room. Now that I know that Fire Blast is the way to hit me, I'm not too worried. If he Fire Blasts here, fantastic. If he Trick Rooms, that's his better play. That's his better play for sure. I go for knockoff here. I go for knockoff now that I know Fire Blast is your way to hit me. That connects. It doesn't KO me. Bye-bye. Slowking. And then it's just Kyurem, Bronzong, and Donphan. I still think based on how he's playing it, the Kyurem is Scarf. I could be mistaken. But he seems to really want to set it up to be a Scarf. Scarf in-game with the Kyurem. He goes into Bronzong. Obviously, I say this Pokemon, I go Big Man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Big Man's not really that valuable at this point anymore. Big Man! I go Big Man. And we'll see what he goes for here. I don't think anything that you have should 2-hit KO me, but at -1, but we'll see. Earthquakes, this might 2-hit KO me. 133, 1 to 45. Okay. So, do I save Diff? Do I save Big Man? I think so, because this Pokemon can be a little tricky for me to deal with, right? Let's weigh our options here. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. I think Big Man's still valuable. It holds a lot of merit still, because it can still do big damage to both this and the Donphan that I assume are minimum speed. I assume you just Earthquake again. But should you not, do I catch a Choke and go Latias? Or do I do a middle ground to go Scizor? I actually think Scizor is a good middle ground. Because at -1, you don't do very much to me at all. Yeah, Scizor's a good middle ground, it looks like. That's what we're going to do. You don't do very much damage to Scizor at all. We can get a nice, potentially slow U-turn out and deal with you accordingly. I think this was the correct play. The Earthquakes, this shouldn't do very much at all. Yeah, like 10%. Which is fine by me. And we can go for the knockoff here if we want to. I think knockoff's free. But U-turn also just sets us up into a really good spot. Is Big Man even able to switch into rocks? Let's see here. Yeah, Big Man can switch into rocks. I mean, I think I U-turn here. I think U-turn's the best play. He's going to switch out. Awesome. He's going to go Donphan probably. Goes Donphan. We U-turn. Goodbye. And we go Latias, don't we? We go Latias and Shadow Ball a handful of times. We're going to go Latias. We're going to pick this one off. We Shadow Ball. This should guarantee a KO. Or we could Flip Turn. Does Flip Turn also guarantees a KO on this? And lets me get back into this. Actually, Flip Turn's definitely the best play. Let me make sure Flip Turn KOs this. But if Flip Turn KOs this, Flip Turn's our best play. Because it beats this and puts us in a good spot else otherwise. It actually looks like it might not KO this. So our best play is going to be Shadow Ball. Just going to be max Fizz Def. It did not KO. Down goes Donphan. I mean, you go Kyurem. You could be Scarf. I mean, regardless, I go into Scizor. Doesn't matter if you're Scarf, you Earth Power, right? Trying to catch this. I go Scizor. I assume you Earth Power here. Now the Ice Beams. 210 to 135. Oh, sure. Okay. I actually might lose the game now. If he's Scarf, I lose the game. If he's Scarf, I lose. There's nothing I can do. Do you Ice Beam again? If you Ice Beam again, you're definitely... No, he's not Scarf. Okay. Okay, if you're not Scarf, which you just showed me you're not, then Latias should win. Okay. Well, we'd lose a dip point, but... You might be AV, actually. Yeah, you could definitely be AV. Because you're AV, potentially, I'm going to go into Weavile here. And Knockout should KO this guy from here, right? What are you at? No, I have to Triple Axle. Do I have to? Yeah, I have to. I have to triple Axel. Man, and I'm gonna miss because I didn't make the correct play. The correct play was knock off this AV, or potentially kill the incoming Bronzong. Yeah. Yeah, knockoff won me the game. Man! Okay, we win now with Shadow Ball, regardless of if WEAVILE KOs, which he does. Fantastic. Thank you, Snitch. I mean, we lost a diff point because of Scizor. We lost a diff point because I played poorly. I mean, I'm just going to take this out with a knockoff. I don't even think I take it out, but I'm going to do as much damage as I possibly can with a knockoff. Let this go down. Go Lottie. Let Lottie get his kill. Goodbye. Maybe? Awesome. Goodbye. So, good game to T-Row. Obviously got a little bit dicey there at the end if he was Scarf Kyurem. We did actually end up losing to that. I'm almost positive we did not thaw, but good game to T-Row. We move on to 4-2, and we play Owen next week. OGalbina, my rival in Draft League, so if you want, be sure to tune into that next week. It's going to be a fantastic battle. Thank you again to T-Row for this battle. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.